Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to episode 17 of JKLOL Storytime, where we are starting, as promised, with Jon's new nickname that he received at the Idaho wedding reception. And what else did we promise? We promised to talk about Phoenix, the second wedding on tour that we
Phoenix
have completed.
Harley guy through 105, heat, a pool, some dogs, and a Starbucks run that we can't ever forget.
No, and I don't think that the guests and the employees there will ever forget it either.
No, so all that coming up. But you're Keisha, and I'm Captain MJ.
Captain MJ, the Captain MJ.
The only Captain MJ. MJ does not stand for Michael Jordan.
It does not. Nope. You do not resemble him at all. Even a little bit.
Sure don't. I'm not tall, and I definitely can't hoop like he can.
No,
definitely don't got that air.
You don't have that air.
Turns out white men can't jump. They were right. Whoever wrote that movie or song or whatever it is, they were right.
They were right.
Mm-hmm. They had some experience there. So
I love it.
I'm Captain MJ.
MJ standing for Majestic.
Yes. And it's so funny because right before the wedding, I had messaged your grandma and I told her that I was excited to see her because it's been a while since I've seen Minga. Yeah. And, back home in Idaho and just getting to spend some time with her. And I said, I'm excited to give my nickname. And I don't remember what time I sent it. It was like in the daytime hours, normal hours. Then at 3 a.m. I get a response from her.
Oh, grandma.
I don't know what she's doing up. I don't question it. I would hope that she was working hard on my nickname. Maybe that was it.
Well, and she was probably putting finishing touches on our wedding gift. My family is incredibly sentimental, and not just sentimental, but put a lot of thought, love, and effort into the things that we give as far as gifts go. And she is incredible. We talked, I think, in previous episodes about a scarf that I have, the one and only scarf that I have from her, and just the loom, her mini loom that she goes through, and she does all of this incredible detail, the patterns and everything. So anyways, long story short, our gift was a table runner, and it just so happened to be in our wedding colors. I don't know how she nailed that one because she's been working on it ever since she found out we were engaged. And so it's taken her years, but, the white portions of it, so it's white on the outsides, and then it is purple and blue on the insides, and the pattern for the white portion on the outsides is different than the colored scheme on the inside. It is immaculate. She's like, oh, don't look too hard. You'll find all the mistakes. I'm like, Minga, I don't even know what kind of a mistake you could make on a loom. But it's straight. It looks beautiful. And it was made with all of the love. And so we'll get to display that in our house somewhere, probably with wedding photos, because we'll have all of the fun color schemes that will match exactly.
We'll have to get it on an episode and hold it up or, put it right here or something.
Oh, we will.
But I think there's something to be said for the don't look too hard. You'll find all the mistakes in anything that you do.
Absolutely.
Anywhere.
Little did she know that she was Mr. Miyagi-ing.
Ooh. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah, with her.
It's more like
phrases.
Shampoo extract from that wedding.
From that wedding, for sure.
So yeah, we went to Phoenix. So the setup was,
number 2.
I brought the kids back. Well, my kids.
Well, we found out, probably 3 weeks before everything happened, or maybe even only 2 weeks before we went on the tour, that we could keep my daughter for an extra week. My ex was gracious enough to allow her to do that because she had been talking about it nonstop and just how she wanted to be a part of it. And I tried to explain to her, I'm like, sweetheart, it's not as, it is fun. Don't get me wrong. We will have adventures.
There will be adventures.
There's going to be a whole lot of time in the car, darling. And you just went on a trip with your daddy for, the Memorial Day weekend, and you were in the car a lot. And are you sure you want to do this? She's like, I'm absolutely certain. I said, all right, I'm going to give you the opportunity to be a part of this, because I loved having her at all the weddings. It was great to have my little junior bridesmaid there supporting me all the time. And, just the elements of fun that she brought to it were, I think, invaluable. Like, I don't think we could have got some of the craziness that we got having Ray around.
She added to it.
Well, and
in only ways that she can.
Yeah. And honestly, I can't think of a better kid to go with us. She was pretty darn good.
Well, and she got to see Gail and Gail's daughter. So, and
yes,
they have that little relationship. So that was cool.
And she was taller than Gail.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, my sweet little short Mexican friend, I love her so much. And I mean, so good to see her. But let's talk a little bit more. Sorry
Good. I got to meet Gail finally.
Yeah, finally. And she approved, guys, wholeheartedly. She approved. So she said, "You guys just fit." And I'm like, "Oh, we do just fit."
We do just fit. We do. So, but we got, so we left Idaho, right? So we, on the back end of the wedding, we had an adventure in Yellowstone National Park with the kids. Got to see Old Faithful.
Randy and Donkey.
Yep. So if you go in the gift shop by Old Faithful, you can go buy a beer for $1.50. And it's like a microbrew pale ale, and you can just walk around with it.
Yep. Turns out the crew decided to take advantage of that one.
We had one beer.
As you should have. I mean, honestly.
It's only right. It's the American thing to do.
I love it.
Yes, I'm wearing my American flag burger shirt.
Hey, 4th of July is coming up.
We are getting there. So, but yeah, we did that. And then we had a cabin in outside of Ashton. Yeah, it was wonderful out in the woods. Like the sky was great. The
shout out to the hosts as well.
Bear Country. I took Randy on an adventure down a logging road. We got lost.
He chose not to follow me, so I'm just saying.
I was pulling a trailer. I can only go so fast.
Okay, well. Cell phones work.
Just not out there, they don't. You learned.
I did learn.
Yeah, that's a story for another episode. So anyway, I drove my kids back to North Dakota in my vehicle and got home, and the grass was 11 inches tall. Our house sitter apparently was not mowing the yard.
A house sitter didn't have access to the house, beloved.
Yeah, well, I suppose we could have given it to them, but they could have brought their own mower. I'm just kidding. We wouldn't ask them to do that.
Oh, Travis, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Travis.
Why are you our friend?
Yeah. Sorry, Travis. Well, you got a big old truck. Just throw that mower in the back of it. And mow my yard while you're at it. And there's no access to a beer fridge. I'm sorry. You have to bring your own. Terrible. I'm terrible. So anyway, I get back. It's 11 inches tall because me, forgot to turn off the sprinkler system. And I just fertilized, and it's June. So...
And it looks beautiful now,
It does, yes. It kind of snuffed out all the weeds. So anyway, quick mow the yard. Then, of course, there's severe thunderstorms with grill hail and tornadoes and 100-mile-an-hour winds. So I didn't sleep much that night. Got 58 minutes of sleep. Went to the airport at 3:45 in the morning, only to have my flight delayed. So I missed our rendezvous in Las Vegas at the original time.
Of 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, of 8 o'clock in the morning. So I get there and meet you at the Yard House in Henderson at... some casino that's off strip.
South Point.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then we went to Arizona, and Randy rode his hog. Fat Bottom Betty.
Apparently that's her name. Yes.
So anyway.
I still prefer Bernard.
And we get to, we're probably just outside of like Joshua Tree National Park, where all the Joshua trees are. And Randy is flashing his brights at me behind us and pulls over. And you can tell the story about this. It's much better from you.
Well, I told it on the last episode.
Did you?
I did. Well, not the last one, but the one before that where we recorded in Utah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. When we
the
also
Jerry from Heavyweights moment. Yeah.
The same time we had these mugs out. We just really love them. Thanks, Donkey.
And we do really love them. But yes, and John, adding to that travel experience, being sleep deprived, I, again, was working and meeting with clients. And so John was driving, and there's a town called and then you go to a town called Wickenfrickinburg. And for whatever reason, John could not remember the Wickenburg. So he'd be like Wickenfrickin', like just whatever came out of his mouth that rhymed with frickin' or Wicken. Mm-hmm. That was the name of the town.
Well, got me all confused. And it got me flustered because they had Vienna hot dogs and they were Chicago style. And I wanted to stop so bad. But we were on a timeline.
We weren't on a timeline necessarily. We had just committed. We committed to eating at the Outback Steakhouse that I worked at in Surprise, Arizona. And so we weren't going to ruin our appetite. That it wasn't a timeline. It was we weren't going to ruin our appetite.
I'm just going to go on record and say that a hot dog is just a snack. It's not a meal.
For you. For me, it would be a complete meal.
Honestly, a Chicago-style hot dog is trending towards a meal. But for me, it's just a snack because I'm a hot dog guy. Hot dog guy.
Hot dog guy.
Trademarked.
We've got Harley guy and hot dog guy. I mean, what more could you want on a tour, right? Mm-hmm. And a donkey.
Yeah. Boy, we've got like a full-on circus crew.
At this point,
It
I
felt
feel
like
like
a clown car in there on the way to Arizona with everybody condensed now into one vehicle with 2 dogs, a kiddo, a donkey, you and me pulling a trailer.
Well, that was in Vegas, my love.
Well, I know, but like on the way from Vegas to Phoenix, it felt like a clown car.
Gotcha.
Because we got a circus, hot dog guy, and a Harley guy, and a donkey.
Yep.
And 2 cavapoos.
Our sweet Lucy and Ethel, they were troopers as well.
They really were.
Our vets were very wise to advise us to just give them some medicines to help calm their nerves. So we did every day. We'd give them a little food in the morning, give them their medication, and then they would be perfect. We'd feed them at night, and they were doing great until, well, we'll get into all of that. But
Yeah, until they weren't.
Until they weren't.
But Ethel, if you don't drug Ethel, she will vibrate wherever you set her. Like,
Yes.
She will just like vibrate across the floor. She gets so anxious. At the vet in the car, she has to be like glued to your chest while you're driving, which isn't safe.
No.
So, and
then, keeping them in their kennels, we did end up keeping them in their kennels just because we had a, 10-year-old and a donkey having snacks. And if you're not constantly watching those 2, they will get into your snacks. And then sweet Lucy, she eats anything other than her food. We end up with a hot damn kind of a mess. So
yeah, we do. And Ethel is part goat. I'm pretty confident she could eat anything.
She is part
She was eating mulch the other night.
Oh, good for her.
And she's like, I'm fine.
A little fiber in her diet.
Like, Lucy looks at a Cheeto and starts pooping herself.
Yep. Sweet Lucy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so clown car, we end up making it to Surprise, Arizona.
Yeah, surprise. We went
through
to the
how
Outback.
many roundabouts is it in Wickenfrickinburg?
Wickenfrickinburg with all their 16,000 roundabouts.
I wanna
It really
say-
isn't. It's probably like 8.
I was going to say, I want to say it's like 7 or 8 roundabouts. And poor donkey is at the point where she's just starting to get motion sick. And so we're trying to go as slow as we can around these stupid freaking.
They don't even make any sense in
roundabouts.
some of the roundabouts.
No,
It's like a
really
T intersection. Like,
and there's nothing
one's
to the
like-
right or to the left. It's,
yeah,
Well, and that's how old I am. I don't know how long these roundabouts have been around, but
not very long. I see what you did there.
but way back when I would be driving to Las Vegas, they were certainly not there. So it was just a straight drive through. There was one roundabout when you were making the corner to drive towards.
There's one roundabout where it's like I think it would be the exit to the south. They have big road closed signs with like big white and red like barricades, and it's like there's a giant cliff right behind it that you would run into the side of like the Roadrunner. And I'm like, oh man, I'm glad they put those signs there. Couldn't figure out if they didn't. So I'm like, why is there a roundabout here, and why would they build an exit straight into the side of a cliff?
Exactly.
Anyway,
Wickenfrickinburg. Yeah.
I'm sorry for anybody that listens out of there. Like, y'all city planner. I don't know if there was like a buy one, get 7 free on roundabouts or
what the deal was. But
what the deal was.
It was interesting to drive through. In a matter of probably about, 36 hours, we had to drive them again. We got to Surprise at about 7:00 for dinner. And it was actually quite interesting because we go into the building and it's just, telling John, I used to stop at that Burger King and get my $1 Whopper Jr. and a $1 Hershey's Sundae pie and just scarf it in the car before I would go into work. And then showed him like where I parked and where you weren't supposed to park because the proprietor, she had her own very special spot whom, she's no longer the proprietor there now. One of the amazing gentlemen that I was able to serve with and work in takeaway with is now the proprietor, which is kind of cool in and of itself, seeing his name on above the door. But I walked in and our sweet, cute little hostess, I'm like, oh my gosh, are you so-and-so's daughter? And she's like, wow, that's a good guess. And I was like,
okay, randomly you've never seen before.
Here's the deal. A, you look a lot like your mama. And B, like I've had the privilege of, when I did keep up on social media, following, you, and I was at your baby shower. And like I've known your mom for, many years. I worked with her. And she's like, oh, well, she's working the bar today. I'm like, shut up, she is. So John and I went and sat down at the bar while they waited while we waited for them to prepare a table because we had a little bit larger party, and with Gail and her family coming to meet us. And so we sat and had our great big oil can Fosters. And
It's Australian for beer. I'm dating myself with that. They didn't have it on draft like I had in Rapid City, though. So that was interesting.
Yes, it was in a can, and then we got a frosted mug to pour it into, and it was an experience.
We had, and I've never been to Phoenix or Surprise, the area with you. So you're giving me the whole tour of, like, this is where I spend all the time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed our meal. Our server was actually one of the hostesses that I got to hostess with way back in the day. So that was a special surprise too. And just all around good experience. Joy took care of us, gave us a discount, which he certainly didn't have to do, but we absolutely appreciated it.
Appreciate it. We had a good time.
Yeah, everyone we enjoyed. We closed the place down. I'm like, guys, we got to get out of here. They close at 9 and I feel really bad. We just, catching up with friends and getting to meet everybody. And Gail's husband is a motorcycle guy as well. And so him and Randy just connected, and they had a good time and chatting up motorcycles, and they're going to meet up at Sturgis. And, it's really exciting to just meet people from all over the country and be able to connect in ways that are significant to you, right?
Right. And we get to have all the stories of the first time Randy had a bloomin' onion.
Yes.
I feel like that was the first time.
Yep. His first bloomin' onion.
Yeah. Yep. So Randy's living his best life right now. He's motorcycle guying everywhere. And it's pretty cool experience that you guys get to spend so much time together.
Yes. So it's been fun. He's just, like I keep saying, he's a homie. He always has your back no matter what. And then, I forgot to talk about the way getting to my version, because you talked about your way to
Las Vegas.
But my way to Las Vegas, we've got another fun Randy story, but we'll finish up and then kind of segue back that way.
Yeah, absolutely. We can cover that on the back end.
Let's cover it on the back end.
So we get to the VRBO, and it's incredible.
Well, we had a little bit of a struggle, honestly, on the way there, because as mentioned in previous episodes, I had not booked a VRBO because we didn't know exactly when the wedding was going to be. We had originally planned to do the wedding at sunrise in a hot air balloon. And so
we did. That was going to be a huge thing.
It was going to be a huge reveal, and it was just going to be like, boom, we have the hometown wedding, and then launch off the wedding on tour with us getting married in a Sonoran, sunrise type of a setting, and be able to just start with a bang. And the whole reason to do the Phoenix wedding was not just because that was, a small chunk of my roots, but was primarily my best friend. It was for her to witness this. And she does not do heights. And she's like, Keisha, I can't. I'm so sorry. I thought you were joking when you said that. And so then the week before the wedding, as we're trying to finalize the details with the hot air balloon company, we find out, the one person that needs to be here cannot be here, and it makes no sense to drop a substantial amount of money on something that she won't be able to witness. She's like, I'll be on the ground. And I'm like, no.
That's not how this works. We're coming to bring our wedding to you and meet you where you're at and be involved in your life. And we're just like, hi, Gail.
By the way, we're married.
Yeah.
That was not the idea. It was not to do a production. It was not to do. Would we have loved it? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we'll go on a hot air balloon at some point.
We will, because I've always dreamt of doing that. It's kind of one of my bucket lists. But
we're going on it.
We will. I'm confident about that.
Yes. But so we go do it, right? And it becomes definitely like a freestyle for the love of the game wedding.
Yep. Because we, again, didn't know where we were going to do it at now. John's scrambling, trying to figure things out. And he sends me something, on his way back from, or on his way from North Dakota to Las Vegas, where we were picking him up. He does all this research, sends me a park, and I'm like, cool, looks good. As long as we can have weddings there. He's like, yep, double check. I'm like, perfect, let's do it. And it was very near where my friend lives. And so I'm like, all right, let's find a VRBO. Same day VRBO rentals don't exist. And I already covered that. But then I have to use Airbnb after the crazy Las Vegas experience. I found out that the wonderful host that, apparently thinks I can't pay attention to details, which might be very true, had left a really lovely review saying that I'm a big red flag and, I was very aggressive and, her version of the story is her version of the story. And I was definitely upset about the situation, but I'm not an avid Airbnb or a VRBOer. So I would look at that room and think, oh, it's just this nice couple that's willing to rent out a room in their basement. And because I have done that before where they don't have access, I can deadbolt it and all these things. And it turned into a totally different experience. And absolutely, I was very upset. But it is what it is. And so when I had talked to the house that we rented, they were like, can you explain your 1-star review, please? Anyways,
Well,
again,
we can't go back to Crazy Lady. It's fine. I'll say it. little bonkers because that listing doesn't exist anymore, conveniently. Interesting. Maybe it got exposed for the fraud that it was because it was definitely not held out to be hostile style, right? So
the description's definitely different. I actually did.
I will defend your honor. I am your fiance husband, Captain Majestic.
Captain Majestic, thank you for defending my honor. But it is what it is. And thankfully they were amazing and the place was amazing. I think I already talked about this a little bit, but
We did.
the wedding in and of itself was, that night, Gail's like, okay, so tell me the details. What's going to happen? Unfortunately, her sister, whom, was always a part of the group, but, it was really, me and Gail and then her family gatherings. Her mom and dad were kind of my surrogate mother and father for quite some time. Anytime I needed help or advice, I'd go to them. And so sister couldn't make it because she had just taken a couple weeks off for church camp. She couldn't take any more time away from work because the wedding was on a Tuesday.
As most great weddings are.
As they are, yeah. During the daytime, not even after business hours. And so I was like, totally understandable. Really, again, you are the person. And so, but her son was able to come. Gail's nephew, whom he's all grown up now. He's 18. We actually had him sign the marriage license. Him and Gail signed the marriage license together. And it's just fun to see that come full circle. This little kid that I used to tuck towels into his diapers because he loved dinosaurs. And we would make block buildings and then crush the block buildings with his tail. And, just all the fun experiences. And to see him all grown up and then be signing my marriage license is quite special.
Yeah. He was also super into the rig that we put the iPhone in for the ceremonies.
He was our videographer for the
he
ceremony.
really loved it and he got to play with it. And
yeah.
We freestyled it. So they just came over to the rental house, I guess the Airbnb.
Yeah,
which was amazing. We got a really good photo of Randy sinking a putt on the little putting green that they had out back with everything. So just a really cool place with a lockable parking area for his bike and the trailer, and it's covered, and
it was a god wink for sure.
It was for sure. We really it was in a good area too. Not only as far as safety wise, but also in relation to a Krispy Kreme.
Yep, we talked about the Krispy Kremes. Yep.
So yeah, well, I will never stop talking about Krispy Kremes. So
you probably shouldn't ever stop.
I shouldn't. So, but they come over to the house, and we're just finishing getting ready. Then we all just caravan freestyle over to this park.
Yep, and we're like,
we have no idea where I'm going.
Right. We've never seen the place before.
I don't know where I'm going. Nobody else knows where I'm going.
So Gail's like, yep, we'll meet you there. And perfect. She's got her daughter, her nephew, and we're taking the puppies. We actually got to put them in their little bridesmaids dresses this time.
Ethel broke out hers.
She did. Well, yeah. Because the leash is attached to them. And it was not, she sees birds. She's got to go get them. She doesn't know what she's going to do with them when she gets them. But
yeah, it's like if she ever catches the bunny in the yard. What are you going to do? Lick it?
Exactly.
You're not a mean boning. Yeah, sniff it to death.
And so, so she did break her dress, but we resolved that and found a location. We kind of drove around the park a little, but we're like, okay, we want it to be over here. So met up with Gail and walked over there in the blistering heat.
Yeah, it's already north of 100 and it's 11 a.m.
Yeah, and do the wedding ceremony and get to have all of the fun feels and make those memories with everyone, take some pictures in the area, and then it's coffee break time, baby.
Yeah, we went to Starbucks.
We did. We took the whole crew to Starbucks over by where our VRBO was at and where Gail lives, and we had a fun experience just ordering coffee. People looking at us like we're crazy. As we're walking in, there's two elderly gentlemen. I shouldn't say elderly, maybe retired gentleman is a more appropriate word.
They
But
were living their best life on a
they
Tuesday.
were living their best life out on the patio. And they're like, did you guys just get married? And we're like, we sure did. And they're, oh, congratulations. And da da da. I was like, we need a coffee break now. And they're like, there's no better place. And, you know, we're super happy for us. And then walking in, everybody, like I said, just kind of staring at us like we're aliens in a way. Like, who comes to Starbucks
In a wedding dress on a Tuesday morning.
You guys are weird.
Yeah,
But
we just
kind
are out
of
there living it.
explained, our situation. I got Gail's nephew to try a matcha latte the way that I like it, and he actually enjoyed it. So that was a win on my part.
It's not hard to like that one.
Turning people on to the matcha.
I didn't even have coffee. I had the butterfly drink.
You did? Aw, all the butterflies. And everyone, just sipped on their coffee. We sat and took a couple of tables, and then Jon started socializing with this gentleman who was meeting his wife, and turns out that Randy knew his brother or had worked with the guy's brother.
No, that guy worked with my great uncle. And so, obviously, my dad knows my great uncle really well on my mom's side. And had spent some time with them in Phoenix prior. So, in the Phoenix area. So, that guy knows my great uncle. Just a small world.
So here we are in Starbucks, and so this couple's all about the wedding experience, and his wife comes over and gives me a great big hug and tells me how beautiful I look, and it's just a lot of fun. And then we went to Firebirds. Jon had figured out how to recreate the Firebirds chicken pasta for me, so I took him to the OG, and managers loved it. The servers loved it all. We popped a bottle of champagne and enjoyed. We tried. When I was living there, never tried the pineapple martini that they make.
Double Black Diamond.
There you go. The Double Black Diamond is the name, and I was feeling really good after that.
I have strong opinions about martinis. I will make an exception for that one.
You will.
I still don't like calling it a martini, but it was a very good cocktail.
It was very good. And it lit my fire. So then after that, after eating all that food, Gail's daughter was just with all the excitement of everything, she woke up at 4:30 in the morning. She's like, are they ready to get married yet? Are we going to the wedding? Are we going to the wedding? And she wanted to match Reagan because her and Reagan hit it off that night at dinner. And so she was wearing a purple dress just like Reagan. And, it was a fun thing for her to be able to witness and experience. But in the excitement of it all, she didn't eat. And so she had just the anxiety butterflies, and just she needed some her time, which I completely respect and understand. So we went back and took naps and sat by the pool for a while just enjoyed our rental spot because it was amazing.
It was.
And then we got dressed and met everybody at barbecue joint that I love.
We stopped at Nothing Bunt Cakes on the way too.
Oh yes, we did, because we were getting
buntinis.
Buntinis. That was our wedding cake for the Phoenix wedding.
That was our wedding cake for the Phoenix wedding. And you'll find out as we move through these that our wedding cake won't actually be cake.
Yes.
It will be other things in other
It will
stores.
be more so unique to
where
the
we're
location
at.
and our people too.
Yeah, and our people.
Gail's daughter loves, that was one of her first lines when she introduced herself. I love chocolate buntinis. Oh, good to know.
It's like you would get along with Harper really well.
Right? Just random, boom, here, this is all you need to know about me.
If we go to Shoe Carnival, I'm a size 13. Right? Or where should we get pizza? I don't know, Menards.
Yep. Yep.
Just the random things that comes out.
But it was fun to go in there, explain to the Nothing But Cakes lady that what we're doing, and we tried a peach cobbler bun
for
cake
breakfast the next morning.
And that slapped. That was really, really good.
It did.
With the Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yep. When the sign is on, you have to. Because I had to run to a big box store to grab new collars for Ethel and Lucy because they'd have quick release for Camp Bow Wow. Yep. So, and they had their leather nice collars on. So we had to change those out. And I saw the Krispy Kreme hot donut sign. I'm like, gotta stop.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
I only brought 6 because I don't know what happened if you had 12.
They would have gotten eaten.
Oh, yeah. You got 12 hot Krispy Kremes in front of you. You can't stop eating them. They're just so good.
They are good.
They're very good. So we go through the wedding, and then we get to the buntinis, and then we put them in the fridge. And the night before, after Outback, we'd stopped at a Bevmo.
Got some waters. And then Randy and Donkey, of course, needed their
They got
nightcaps.
church. What was it? Church music was the name of the IPA from brewery in Tempe, Arizona. Like I thought that was pretty funny. But I'm walking through this liquor store, and I've never been through a liquor store where you can get eggs and laundry detergent. So very interesting scenario for me. I didn't get to look around as much as I wanted because I think you were turned into a pumpkin, and I just wanted to get you home.
I was turning into a pumpkin, and yet my patients were starting to wear.
Well, we were all worn out from the day, so. And I was fueled by Red Bull, so I was just all like,
delirious at
and
this
the
point.
Fosters, and a bloomin' onion, and whatever else I ate. I don't remember. So.
A steak, yeah. But it was a long day, and, it's not just if we get to the rental place that it's just, okay, well, we're going to go in and go to sleep immediately. We have to unpack everything. We have to get the dogs taken care of.
Disconnect the trailer, yep.
We have to get the kids taken care of. And
it's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing.
So, anyway, back to the story. We've left Nothing But Cakes, went back to the rental house, relaxed by the pool, just kind of did whatever, drank some water. I drank some more water, and then probably some more water. And then we went to a barbecue place.
Absolutely. And, it was fun. We got to, Gail's husband was off of work finally. So we took advantage of every second we got to see him. And, my experiences with him have been pretty limited, honestly, because right after they started dating, seriously, I had moved to North Dakota. And so other than like the few times that I'd go back and visit and we'd have lunch together, it wasn't a whole lot of interaction, but getting to see him and his element and just shine and be a dad too. I mean, dad version of him is pretty freaking awesome. But then having the time to have just meaningful conversation and just get to know each other was incredible as well. And found out he was participant in the daddy-daughter dance for his daughter's dance recitals coming up. And
we saw the video and he crushed it.
He did. You did, bro. You crushed it.
High fives.
All around. And then, going to dinner together, just seeing him, give John a hug. Like, I'm like, oh, Bruce does hug. Oh my gosh. Because I always just force I don't care if you want a hug from me or not. I'm just going to give you a hug because you're the husband of my best friend, and my best friend and I hug all the time. So
you get hugs by association.
Yes. And so like we're hugging. Like, I don't care if you like it or not, but to see him actually hug, like I'd never seen that previously. And so, him embracing John and just, I'm like, oh, we can be couple friends. Too bad we don't live in Arizona because, like, we would be besties all the time.
I'm too Norwegian to live in Arizona. I think I'll melt.
You are so Norwegian.
I'm so white.
And I love it, though. I love it. And I love the way that he interacted, like, even being in Arizona, when we were stopping to get our buntinis, there was this gentleman who was, what do you call it, panhandling type of situation. Yeah. I mean, but it was just like you pull up and you're like, oh, man. I'm going to get approached as I'm going in. And, normally... Yeah,
nobody's not going to talk to the guy in a suit, right? So.
Right. And so, like, he's in his wedding suit and can be interpreted as business guy or whatever you want to interpret it as. I was in a wedding dress, so I would assume.
Well, you never know.
But, stops John, and I didn't hear exactly what was said, but John's, just like, what, I'm so sorry, we're not from here. We're just kind of passing through, but I'll make sure to pray for you. And just kind of left it at that. And, the guy was like, thanks, God bless, or whatever he said. And, just kind of walked along. So even though you're too Norwegian to live in big city desert, you handled it like a champ.
Well, it's not the big city part. It's the desert.
It's the desert atmosphere. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It is. I like real grass.
Well, I have been told, and I can say living through it, your blood does thin. Like, you just get used to it. You do. You acclimate.
I think if I could slowly ease into it as the seasons change, it might be easier instead of just like, bam.
I don't know. Phoenix is just kind of like, North Dakota in the reverse. It's just like, mostly it's just hot. It just like, bam, changes just like that.
Like December can't be that hot.
December's not that hot, but like starting in March.
I know. So if I was in February, there's got to be a little bit of a slow warm.
So if we ever move to Phoenix, we have to move in December.
Yes.
Your allergies are going to hate you because that's when the cactus flowers start blooming, and even my allergies act up.
My allergies hate me here. They can't be worse than North Dakota, where I'm allergic to everything except for horses and corn. So I always joked I could move to a ranch in New Mexico or Texas or probably Arizona and feed the horses cheeseburgers.
Yes, you could.
And corn.
And corn. I was going to say, well, what's wrong with corn?
Yeah. But cheeseburgers is funnier.
It is funnier.
So we go to this barbecue place and we have the Brontosaurus ribs, like the Fred Flintstone-esque ribs.
We shared them, thankfully. We were smart enough to do that. Everybody ordered. I don't know what was going on that night, if they just, might have been short-staffed, but it was
a long wait.
It was a long dinner. And so it turned into being 9 o'clock or 8:45 or whatever time it was. And they started doing music bingo where they'd hand out these little bingo cards and crayons. And then they would play music and you would cross off each song to get bingos. And so we didn't get the first bingo. It had to be a double bingo for the first bingo.
Yep.
And
get it.
The little girls were totally into it. We were actually all pretty into it and having a good time with the bingo.
It was great. And they're asking, the song would play for 1 second. They'd be like, what is this song?
And we're like, we don't know.
Just shh. Let us listen.
Let us listen.
I mean, some of them are easy, right?
And some of them, if you know them by heart, it's oh, I know, Waterloo from ABBA. I'm like, oh, I know this one.
Yeah, you do. Your mom loves ABBA.
Yes, she does. But, the girls were having a really good time with it. So they were asking, they had the lady that was helping run the game, this lady all the questions and, oh, has this song played? And she was so gracious in helping them. And we ended up winning the Blackout, which was tons of fun for the girls to be able to walk up there and claim their $10 gift card that they can come back and visit with. And so we, of course, left that with Gail because we're not going to use them.
No, they can go have an appetizer or something.
Or a couple of beers. Draft beers are pretty cheap.
I don't know.
There.
Probably
the food's
some
great.
barbecue to go. I don't know. Sauce, a shirt.
Something. But great time.
Tank top says nice rack.
Yes. Yep. But yeah, we had an amazing time and got to spend, hours
with them. And that was the whole thing. And I think we both agree that the Phoenix wedding went so much smoother because it's kind of what we envisioned doing at Freestyle. Everybody just kind of gathers together and then we just go make our commitments in front of the people that we wanted at our wedding, right? And we're just going to do it multiple times. And then we just kind of see what happens with the day. There's loose plans, but they're not we don't have reservations. We're just going to show up.
Well, and it was great too because, her folks, her mom was really, really sick with, she had tested positive for a very contagious virus. And so, mom and dad stayed home. They're like, we don't want to risk. We have to be responsible. And I'm like, I absolutely support you. And they didn't have to feel totally guilty because of the fact that we weren't there. So for a lot of reasons, this ended up being hands down just the most, this is what we envisioned the feel of it to be. Did we have other plans for it? Absolutely. But just freestyling it and only knowing where we're going to get married the day before the wedding.
Turned out to be pretty great.
It turned out to be absolutely perfect,
Which
I would say.
People should absolutely do this.
Yeah.
Maybe not as big.
Maybe not as many weddings, for sure.
Nah.
9 is a lot.
Hashtag 9 weddings.
I mean, maybe over the process of months.
Yeah, and maybe have more than 3 months to plan it.
Maybe.
Well, we were pretty committed to getting married in June.
We were.
It's still June.
It is still June.
Are we married? I don't know. Do you know?
I do know.
Do you know?
I do know.
But do you?
I do.
Did you mail something in without telling me?
We haven't mailed it in yet. No, we're waiting until the end to mail in.
Mail in?
I know which one's going to be.
You think you know?
The legally binding wedding.
But what if there's one that's way cooler and you're like, oh, this is the vibe. We're going to do that one.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm pretty set. I'm committed.
I hope you're committed. It's a little late for that lady.
I'm committable, that's for sure.
Yep. So, I feel like that way too. But we do have a lot of fun stories and a lot of good experiences and a lot of Jon melting. I wasn't trying to rent a refrigerator truck to live in, though, in Phoenix. Well, the dry heat's different.
It really is. When they say it's a dry heat, it really is a different kind of heat.
It's still not
it's still
the
piping
best.
hot, and you need to keep your AC running and
drink water
and not, remember to be smart and not wear shorts on hot black leather seats in a car that's been sitting outside in the heat for hours. But
without starting it first. It's so crazy. We're checking out the Airbnb and reading the instructions, set the AC to 84, and I'm like, It's 84 in mine. That's when I run my AC. Just can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But we had an amazing time. Phoenix was a great host in the surrounding communities. I got to see a little bit where you're from. We'll go back someday on a vacation.
Where we can have a little bit more of a
more time in a rental car, and it's
yeah.
just you and me, and we don't have to manage people or anything besides ourselves.
People or puppies or events.
Yeah, or events. We just we just drive around a rental.
Yes.
Or
be amazing.
rent motorcycles. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know that I want to drive in that traffic with a motorcycle, but
yeah, well, we could be cagers.
Randy did it like a boss. I mean, he went and got gas that morning that we were headed to Vegas because we had a very tight schedule for the Vegas wedding.
We did.
So
we left Phoenix that morning. We were supposed to get married in Vegas that night.
Yes. And we still had to, well, the thing that was the time crunch was the interview process for the puppies because they'd never been to Camp Bow Wow before.
Yes.
And so we needed to be there by 3:30 for the interview process, and it was a 5-hour drive, and I had meetings until 10 o'clock.
And pulling a trailer.
And we were pulling a trailer. So it was very...
There was no lunch.
Nope, lunch on the road. Yep.
Snacks
in the car from gas station lunch.
And the puppy interview was funny.
The puppy interview, yes.
They're like, oh, is this Lucy and Ethel? Yep. Oh, they seem fine. Oh, I'm so glad
Anything that we need to know about them? Well, and yeah, we'll get into that. We'll leave you guys with a little sneak peek into the next episode. But I should have told them, yes, Lucy has a sensitive stomach. Do not give her any treats, please.
Yes, even if she's a really, really, really good girl, don't give her any treats, please.
She is the best girl.
Unless you just have cheese.
You can give her cheese.
She can handle cheese and cucumbers.
And cucumbers. Yeah,
that's a story for another day. But yeah, Phoenix was good. I'm happy we went and did that one. It felt like the most of what we envisioned at that point as far as doing the wedding on tour and kind of just freestyling it and just being with our people and meeting them where they're at and integrating into their lives instead of having them drop tons of money to come see us do the same thing and spend 5 minutes with us.
Exactly. Instead, we're meeting them right where they were and loving them however we can and just having that quality experience with them no matter what.
Agreed. It was great.
Plans changed, situations changed, and it was still so incredible.
Yes. And by the time this is out, we will be on the eastern leg.
Yes, we will be finishing up, actually, the eastern leg. We're going to be driving to Pennsylvania.
Between Kentucky and Pennsylvania, which I'm really excited that the plan has changed for the Pennsylvania one, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
And why?
Just because we have learned along the way.
We're like, that seems like overhandling it.
Yes. So we have a few things that have changed. We had to get special permissions for our Kentucky wedding. Jon reached out to one of the senators to get his, frickin' Buffalo Trace just would not get back to us. And we did everything we could. So we're going to be in a distillery. Say where we're getting married at. I always say it wrong.
We're getting married at the Bardstown Bourbon Company facility in Bardstown, Kentucky.
But it's what, a Rickhouse?
A Rickhouse.
A Rickhouse. See, I never say it
It's
right.
a glass front Rickhouse. It's going to be incredible. It's beautiful. So I like Bardstown. I guess I don't even know why I didn't think about that because it's just south of Louisville. But yeah, love their bourbon. We don't get a whole lot of the range of what they have just because we're in North Dakota. So I'm really excited to go there and try a bunch of the things that don't make it to North Dakota. And we're going to have lunch in their restaurant after the wedding, which will be incredible. So shout out to them for hosting us and being in on the insanity.
Yeah,
so.
and letting us actually do it next to the aging bourbon barrels because Jon is so sentimental and he pays attention to the small details, and that theme of it takes the time that it takes, just like our relationship did, is very important. So it's very important to us that we exchange our vows and make those commitments with our bourbon-loving friends in our Rickhouse. Rickhouse.
So the eastern leg is going to be a lot more adventure than the western leg as far as like wild experiences.
And time crunch. So
I'm excited for Hascat Berries next weekend.
I am very excited for Canada. Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay.
And then Saturday we're hitting hometown North Dakota, and we're actually having a dodgeball game.
Dodgeball or kickball?
Kickball, sorry. Whoa.
We might turn into dodgeball. We'll see.
Might.
Or what if we do dodge kickball?
Nope.
We can throw the ball at them.
Technically, it is kind of like dodgeball because you have to either throw the ball at them or touch them with it. So,
yep. We still have to go get those balls.
Hey, babe, go get your balls.
Should I get them at Culver's?
That could be fun.
I
Go get our Scoopy tokens.
that you already heard the joke in your head. So
Yeah.
I love it. So I love you. And I love all our regulars. Thanks for listening to JKLOL's Story Time. I'm Jon. I'm Captain Majestic.
And I'm Keisha, and thanks for joining us on this adventure. Can't wait to talk soon.
We'll see you on episode 18.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.